Sa interpellations ko po sa committee, nag-focus po ako sa farm to market roads. Nagtanong po tayo kung ano po yung resulta ng implementasyon ng national plan, kung ito ay nasusunod, yung kalidad ng farm to market roads sa paggawa nito, at ano ba yung prioritization ng paglapat ng mga kalsada galing farm patungo po sa mga markets. We are aware that meron pong increase sa pondo para implementahan ng farm-to-market roads. For the record po, Madam Chair, magkano po ang dinagdag after ng amendments ng Budget Amendments Review Subcommittee?
Thank you for this very important question. Na lahat po tayo ay naghahanap po ng farm-to-market roads. So, ang una pong tanong, ano po ang original budget? It was 16 million. Nadagdagan po ng 8.8 to become 23 billion.
24.8 billion, to be exact. Tama po ba, Madam Chair?
Opo.
Okay. So that is a 50% increase. Uulitin ko po yung tanong ko noong committee na baka naman po may additional ng sagot. Nasaan po ba ang key production areas na priority lapatan ng farm-to-market roads? Meron po ba na lalagyan ng mas maraming kalsada given na may 8.8 billion pesos dagdag sa budget?
Again, one of the questions that you asked previously, Madam Chair, was how will we prioritize these farm-to-market roads to make sure that they will have a maximum impact on our production? So, ang una po nating priority definitely is yung ating pong production area. And we need to put farm-to-market roads where they will make an impact. And second priority po, syempre po, ready ho ba yung mga daan? Do we have right-of-way? Okay ba ho? Is it ready? Is it already ready to be built within the year? So those are the main issues po for how to choose yung prioritization po na ating farm-to-market roads. And of course, if they are aligned with the priorities po and plans of the Department of Agriculture. So yun po that is how we will prioritize our farm-to-market roads.
Madam Chair, to clarify po, nagtatanong po tayo kung saan specifically ia-allot pong 8.8 billion pesos na bagong pasok na farm-to-market roads. Because po, if I may paraphrase yung na-share po na answer sa atin sa Department of Agriculture noong ito ay sinasalang pa lang sa committee, meron lang 16 billion noon at bale, ang sabi po sa atin, 30% lang ng farm-to-market roads na budget yung nalalagay sa key priority areas or ang nakalaan doon sa national plan. Meanwhile, 70% po ay dinidistribute among congressional districts. Ang ending po nito ay may mga rehiyon na priority lapatan ng farm-to-market roads because sobrang kulang at key priority areas sila and ending left behind po sila. Specifically, we have Davao Region, specifically Davao Oriental, and then Region 2, Cagayan Valley. Even though, sa paglapat natin ng datos kung nasaan nakalagay ang farm-to-market roads, for example, dito po sa Ilocos Norte, 30% po ng Region 1's 1.1 billion ang nakalaan sa isang rehiyon lamang, which raises question kung paano po ba ito na ilalapat na plano? Is it in line with the national plan or meron po bang kamay ang political patronage dito? So specifically, Madam Chair, saan po pupunta tong additional 8.8 billion pesos in farm-to-market roads? Anong rehiyon po?
Well, puntahan po muna natin yung original na pinaglaanan po nung 16. At ito po, most of the regions were equally given except po for Central Luzon, which we all know po is the food basket of the Philippines. So, mas marami po talagang napunta sa Central Luzon, it being the major production area of rice. And as you know, rice is our major commodity. Ngayon, ito pong 8.8 na nadagdag, We just learned about it a few days ago, though we have already submitted a temporary suggested list. But again, it's not final, Madam Speaker. So rest assured that we will be following national priorities. We will be prioritizing production areas. And rest assured that all farm-to-market roads will be validated by the Department of Agriculture so as to maximize the 8.8 billion that we will be receiving. So we will do our best po to make sure also that all farm-to-market roads are ready to receive funding. All right-of-way issues have been cleared up. All weather-related and climate change issues have also been resolved. And rest assured, we will be working in close coordination with the priorities of the Department of Agriculture.
Madam Chair, ano pong timeline ng pag-construct ng 61,000 remaining or backlog na farm-to-market roads sa 131,000 kilometers na target na buuan ng gobyerno ng farm-to-market roads?
Well, as you know, Madam Speaker, it will take 62 years at the present time to finish all farm-to-market roads. And after 62 years, masisira na ho yung una. So babalik ho tayo doon. So hindi na po tayo matatapos. So one of the proposed plans of the department is actually to legislate the national roadmap for farm-to-market roads so that they may be able to cover judiciously and with scientific and not political basis kung saan po ilalagay yung atin pong farm-to-market roads. As we know po, no, napakadami po ng ating backlogs, pero napakakonti lang po ng atin pong budget every year. So it is vital that we should plan judiciously. Number two, work closely not only with congressional districts, but more importantly with LGUs and farmers, and to allocate this on a fair and scientific basis, because agriculture is also a science. And then, of course, kailangan din po ng maintenance. We are not only going to be building roads, but we are going to be maintaining present roads.
We note po, Madam Chair, na the Department of Agriculture is launching a sweeping audit of farm-to-market road projects. This is sometime after po ng interpellations ng committee hearing on the Department of Agriculture kung saan naibukas doon yung tanong ng kalidad po ba yung mga farm-to-market roads na binubuo. Meron na po bang feedback kung ano po yung kalidad ng 70,000 farm-to-market road, 70,000 kilometers length of farm-to-market roads na nai-construct na po ba? How much po dito yung sirana? How much po dito yung kailangan ng laanan ulit ng budget? And meron po ba tayong mga katanungang kailangan isagot kung paano po judiciously, kung paano of quality na isagawa po itong mga farm-to-market roads already built?
Okay. Ito po ang gagawin po ng Department of Agriculture to ensure that there is a non-duplication, non-overlapping of FMR projects being implemented, but not only by the DA, but by all other agencies, including the Department of Public Works and Highways, and including those made by the LGUs and other government agencies. So the department will collaborate with other agencies that also plan, fund, and implement road networks that passes through agricultural production areas and support the establishment of a national network. Magkakaroon po tayo ng listing nationally. So we will collaborate with the DPWH, the DILG, the DTI, the DOT, the DAR, and various LGUs for the formulation, implementation, and updating of the national network of farm-to-market roads para hindi po tayo mag-uulit-ulit. And this document will cover the following: establishment and maintenance of FMR's common databases through the ABEMIS and GeoAgri system. Actually, right now, you can already check farm-to-market roads on the internet. Formulating and updating of the FMR network plan at the national and local levels. So we'll be coordinating po with the region, the province, the city, and the municipality, including all mayors and barangay captains, and formulating
Chair?
and updating the national and local FMR network investment plans, Madam Speaker.
Madam
So
Speaker,
through
if I
this
may
collaboration po,
Because
we
I have
hope
limited time only.
na
Madam Speaker.
magkakasundo-sundo po and that we will be able to check sa isang tingin lang po, alam na natin kung nasan po yung inyong farm-to-market road at kung paano po sila nagkakabit-kabit in various production areas.
Madam Speaker, ano pong inaasahan nating quality ng farm-to-market roads? Ito po ba ay sementado? Ito po ba ay graba? At ano pong standards yung naka-legislate or nakalagay sa rules and regulations para ma-ensure na hindi to pa ulit-ulit kailangan gawin? And how long po maglalast tong farm-to-market road po?
Ito lang, Madam Speaker. Right now, we are building 5 meters width and 2-lane po. And concreted. They are not asphalted. They are 200 millimeters. So, the life of a farm-to-market road actually depends on the following. Number one, Madam Speaker, who is passing through the farm-to-market road? Is it a regular truck or an overloaded truck? And as we all know, the Philippines has a problem with overloading. So if we're going to be putting overloaded trucks into our farm-to-market roads, and this is the responsibility po ng ating pong LGUs, I assure you, kahit ho gaano kakapal pa yun, mabilis po yun. Second issue is, nabababad po ba sa tubig ang inyong farm-to-market road? There are areas, especially in production areas, which get flooded during rainy season. So as long as water seeps into under your farm-to-market road, it will also deteriorate very quickly.
Yes,
So
po.
I would propose that we also, aside from funding, we are putting maintenance. So I would suggest po to put even more funds in maintenance because it is more expensive to build and it's better to maintain. So those are actually the two main reasons how your farm-to-market road will last longer. So again, once the DA turns it over to the LGU, it is really the responsibility of the LGU and the farmer users to use their farm-to-market road judiciously and properly.
Madam Speaker, as I no longer have any time left sa bahagi na lang po ng representasyon na ito, lagi tayong tinatanong nasaan po ba yung ibang sources of corruption. At ang usual na pinopoint out po sa atin, it cuts across all infrastructure projects. It is not only in flood control, it is not only in multipurpose buildings and whatnot, it is also in the roads we build, it is possibly also in the classrooms that should benefit the youth. It is also in farm-to-market roads if it is of dubious quality. Kung nilapatan lang po ng sand at they called it a day, kailangan po nating tanungin kung magkano po ang naibuhos doon. Sino ang mananagot kapag may contractor na ang job ay ibuuin tong farm-to-market road with that quality in mind at hindi po iyon nagawa. Siguro po in the upcoming audit processes po ng Department of Agriculture, mananame po ba natin yung mga farm-to-market roads na makita natin, mas mabilis pong nawasak kahit po yung mga truck na dumadaan ay hindi naman po ganun kabigat, hindi naman po nababasa lagi, and therefore kailangan nating makita na tama po ba yung ginawa at kung hindi, may action po bang karampatang mangyayari para po malabanan natin yung all sources of corruption dito sa loob ng gobyerno.
Point well taken, Madam Speaker. Thank you for your concern. One thing, when you have a road, it is very easy to measure the length of the road. And you can also bore. May boring po, no? You can bore that and you can see kung gaano po kakapal ang linagay po nilang semento. So that's one good thing about the farm-to-market road. You can easily measure it. You can do a boring to find out width and length. And then you can see kung tama po ba ang ginawa ng ating kontratista o hindi. And again, I invite all recipients and all farmer associations to check the roads that are being built sa kanilang communities. Because at the end of the day, sila rin po ang makikinabang, at kung hindi po maayos ang ginawa, sila rin po ang mahihirapan. So thank you so much, Madam Speaker, at kagapay niyo po kami and the Department of Agriculture in making sure that our farm-to-market roads are well and properly placed and that they are well and properly constructed. And we are happy to collaborate po with you, Madam Speaker. Thank you so much.
Madam Speaker, I no longer have any questions. I yield my time to the floor. Thank you.